I have to go to the back.
I did. And good evening, ladies and gentlemen. You have joined us here on Blast for the pre-game to the pre-game. This is the night before the big event. Our first ever Mind Games are going to be happening. I am joined by my co-host, who I'm going to throw it to in just a second, Mr. Bradley Colvin.
Hey.
Dr. Mr. Levi Whitcomb here.
Almost.
So you have joined Blast as you have been hopefully before and seen us doing the Spelling Bees and the Solar Day, but we are here for a new event tonight called Mind Games. We're going to get into what that means, Mind Games, and how that's going to work. First of all, I'm your host, Adrian Miser. Very glad you've joined us tonight. Hope to see you tomorrow. I'm a longtime parent here at Burton Adventist Academy, and let me throw it to Mr. Bradley Colvin. Tell us a little about yourself.
Hey there, I'm co-host Bradley Colvin. I am a teacher here at Burton Adventist Academy. I teach the high school level, English, history, and I'm happy to be here. You know, we had the Spelling Bee earlier this year, and we're here for our first iteration of the Mind Games TXC.
Mind Games.
And I think it's going to be awesome.
We also have Mr. Levi Whitcomb here from the Texas Conference.
Thank you. Am I the co-host?
I guess
I don't
so.
know how that works. Yeah, I am an associate superintendent. Hey, you just took my stuff. Now I got nothing to say about myself. I am a parent of this
Establishment?
of this establishment.
And an alumnus.
And an alumnus.
Yep.
Very excited to be here. We're very excited about Mind Games, the potential of it, talking to the different schools. We can talk a little about that later, but there's a lot of excitement out there for this event.
Yeah,
We are
this will be
very
fun.
excited
This will
about
be
it.
fun.
This is
Very
gonna be
first
amazing.
time we've done the Mind Games. We want to thank the Texas Conference and SWAU for sponsoring that, but we also want to thank our host school. You are here in the Cloud, the gymnasium, the Hayes Gymnasium here at Burton Adventist Academy. So we want to thank Burton for, there we go, back there.
It's hard to point. at
We want to
Burton.
thank Burton for hosting us, and both of you are alumni of Burton, correct?
That's correct.
Yep,
Yeah,
yep, both
13
graduates.
years.
What year?
09.
09, 2000.
Wow, wow.
When did you graduate?
I graduated in the previous millennia.
Okay.
The previous millennia, long time ago. So we are going to be joined tomorrow, ladies and gentlemen, by 8 different schools. I think we have a map showing you where those schools are here from the area. 8 other sister Adventist schools. I think we're looking for the map. We have had some technical difficulties before we got on the air. There we go. There's our map. Now, you're only seeing 7 at this point. There is an 8th school, which we will come to. And first, number 1 there, you see KAES, Keene Adventist Elementary School. Levi, tell us something about each one as we go through,
Sure, yeah.
since you work with all these schools.
Yeah. Keene Adventist Elementary School is the largest elementary school we have in the Texas Conference. Todd Coulter is the principal there, and they have been practicing a lot for this, so be prepared. Look out for if
They're ready to go.
Yeah, if you guys are making little friendly wagers at home.
Okay, KAES is a force.
Feel pretty solid with
We'll
them.
watch for that.
Absolutely.
Number 2, we talked about me graduating. It was from here, Chisholm Trail Academy, right next door to KAS. Bradley, I'm going to go to you on this one.
Yeah, Chisholm Trail Academy, Keene, Texas.
Keene, Texas.
I am a former teacher over there before I made it back over here to Burton. Lovely school. And, you know, they've participated in our spelling bees in the past, and now they're here back for Mind Games, and we look forward to seeing each of these students compete academically.
Yes, and CTA will be joining us for the high school portion. School number 3 here in no particular order, Burleson Adventist School. Levi, tell us something about Burleson.
Carrie Cease is the principal there. They've been practicing a lot. They just finished hosting Bobcat tournament.
Right, the basketball for junior
so they
high.
are.
Okay.
We're just trying to get them through this healthy.
It's been a busy week for them.
Yeah, but they've been working on this a little bit before. Obviously had Bobcat, and now they've been working since then. So they are fresh off of practice. So
Great.
we're
All right.
very excited about
Great.
it.
School 4, my favorite one to say, FWAJA, Fort Worth Adventist Junior Academy.
Yeah. Julie Escobar is over there, or Julie Quintana, excuse me. That was her maiden name. They are a force to be reckoned with.
Yeah.
FWAJA punches above their weight class. Not having
That
a
they
large
do.
student population, But the last few years, at least if Spelling Bee tells us anything,
Yes.
Yes.
Reigning
look
spelling
out
bee
for
champ
Fwaja.
coming from Fwaja.
Yeah, they
Absolutely.
bring it. A lot of parent support, a lot of teacher support. So look out for Fwaja.
And then number 5, our host school, as we mentioned before, Burton Adventist Academy, home of the Angels. And Bradley, I'm going to go to you again on that one since you work here, are an alumnus here. Tell us about Burton.
Yeah, again, we are competing on all 3 levels. We have the elementary, junior high, and high schoolers that are going to be competing tomorrow. I sat in on some of the high schoolers practicing yesterday.
Okay.
They were going through some.
Are they nervous?
They're confident.
They're confident.
Yeah.
All right.
Yeah, as are all of these schools, I'm sure. And so it was, just great seeing them run through and working together as a team and some of these math questions that might come up tomorrow. And so they're really excited, and
Awesome.
I'm excited to watch.
Awesome. School 6 is Dallas Christian Academy, something that all 3 of us share in common, right,
That's
Bradley?
right. Yeah, that's where I began teaching. And at the time, Levi, you were my coworker.
That's right.
Yeah, taught me
Man.
everything I know.
Whoa, that's dangerous.
Now you're responsible for what he does. It's also where I began teaching back when it was
wow.
called Dallas Junior Academy.
we
That's,
go.
I'm so old it wasn't even named that back then. So we also have School 7, Tyler Adventist School. Levi?
Yes. Now Tyler is
Coming from the farthest.
Tyler is always the first campus to register every time. So
We
they
love
are
Tyler.
super excited. They've got to drive out really early to get here. But they are, again, I don't want to use the word excited every time, but they are excited.
Well, I am excited to see
Yeah.
Tyler. They're always great.
They're
And then-
elated.
They are
Elated. There we
elated.
go.
Thank you,
there we
English
go.
teacher.
Thank you, literature
Amazing.
guy.
Amazing.
And then not on the map
Yeah.
is North Dallas Adventist Academy. They have joined us for spelling
Yes.
bees and events in the past, and they're going to be here again.
They are, and only a portion of their campus is going to be here because
High
they have a
school.
special guest speaker.
Okay.
Is it Opal Lee? Opal Lee is going to be
Okay.
there. She is associated with the Juneteenth
Okay.
celebration.
Awesome.
Yeah, and so anytime we don't control when she shows up. When she said she was coming, we were like, all right, great.
Yeah.
I
That's
guess
it.
we
We'll
won't be
take it.
elementary then. So they are going to be, they have a busy day. They're going to be doing that in the morning, and then they're going to be coming over in the afternoon with their middle school and high school, I think, possibly.
Okay.
It depends on timing.
All right. Well,
So-
awesome. We're very excited about that. And in just a minute, we're going to have a special guest who is going to tell us more about Mind Games. This is our first Mind Games. It'll be the first annual Mind Games. It is planned to have this as an annual event going forward. And in just a minute here, we're going to welcome in the game operator, Dr. Jocelyn Cadet. I also want to point out that tomorrow there will be game masters. That's different than the game operator. Our game masters are going to be Pastor Kevin Wells, the pastor of the Arlington Seventh-day Adventist Church, the constituent church of Burton Adventist Academy here, as well as Mrs. Renee Whiting, who's an associate superintendent of education at the Union. Those are going to be our game masters. But even more important than that is the game operator. It is he is one of the 2 gentlemen who I believe is the brainchild. This event is the brainchild of Dr. Cadet and Mr. Aaron Long, our TV producer here today. But joining us now on set, I think we're working with the headphones. Are we ready to go, guys? All right. We've got Dr. Jocelyn Cadet. If we could bring him up on screen. There we go.
Yes.
Welcome, Dr. Cadet. Thank you very much. You've joined us before for Solar Day and for Spelling Bee, but this is Mind Games. It's our first one. Tell the audience, what is Mind Games?
I'm very excited to share about Mind Games. So Mind Games is
Are we able to, do we have an audio problem? Okay.
You want to? Okay.
Ladies and gentlemen, we're going to bring Dr. Cadet back in just a minute. I think we're having an audio problem with the headset. So it is time for us to fill in.
That's right.
They've been playing Mind Games with us, as you pointed out before.
Yeah, and I
It's-
will say, you guys mentioned earlier, the literature teacher, bringing in the synonyms and whatnot.
Yeah.
There aren't any literature,
No literature
questions
questions.
as part of this. So, we're going to get into a competition amongst hosts tomorrow.
What?
And
Well, they took away your
I'm
home
not
field
gonna-
advantage.
Yeah, I'm a little bitter about it.
Wait, so you're going
we'll
to
see
make
how
us
it goes.
compete in your field of expertise?
I think
what I'm
he's- I
saying
think
is
that
I-
we won't be competing because
Right.
they
Good,
don't have
okay.
literature.
Whew.
Yes,
Thank
there's
goodness.
math, science, history, and
Oh,
religion.
my goodness.
Yeah,
Look at this
yeah.
guy.
There he
There's-
is.
My goodness.
That would be me this past May graduating with educational leadership. My
With your master's degree.
Yes.
Wow.
Congratulations.
And so.
Well, you have to win tomorrow amongst the host
I mean,
competition.
I
No
would love
pressure.
to wear my
Yes.
own regalia. If one of you wins, then one of you will be wearing it. So this is actually going to be part of our segment tomorrow called "Are You Smarter Than an Adventist School Fifth Grader?"
And since that's up, let's tell the audience about that. So it's going to be a competition between us hosts. And what you want to do is vote for the host that you want to win the competition. The winner gets to wear Bradley's gown there that you see him looking so debonair in. The losers get to wear, I don't know if we can get these on screen, but we have a couple of dunce caps.
Here, this will be the only time that I wear it.
For those of us who did not win.
I'll show you what it might look like on me had I lost tomorrow.
We got a couple of dunce caps for the two of us who don't win, and the winner will get to wear Bradley's cap and gown. The winner will also get this very fancy trophy.
Wow.
Feel how heavy that is and how valuable.
Whoa.
So the winner gets the gown, the winner gets the trophy.
Man.
So we want to encourage everybody to vote for Adrian, #Adrian. We're going with that tomorrow.
Oh, I don't know about that.
We're also going to be answering questions. I don't know if you guys knew that, but we're going to be answering questions similar to the one that the competitors are going to be answering.
That's right.
But easier.
So we can win up to
No.
20 points, 1 point per question. We can win up to 20 points for the questions we answer right. And then the voting is going to do the other part. Those of us who get the most votes get
Five extra points.
And second vote gets
3 extra.
and third gets
1.
1.
Now, if that third place doesn't get a single vote, I feel like they shouldn't even get.
They shouldn't even get one.
So be sure
should
to
get a
vote.
minus.
You know, mostly for me, then our co-host here, Levi Wickham, and then you don't got to worry about that guy over there.
We want to vote #Adrian. That's the vote for tomorrow to boost the score.
I need the handicap as there aren't
You
any
need it?
literature.
So give me a prediction.
questions.
Out of 20 questions, realistically, joking aside, what is realistic? Over, under,
if
what's the
it-
over, under on you getting right?
So I've read all these. I've read a decent amount of these questions.
Okay.
And I did not get them all right.
Yeah.
So we're going over, under 10? 10 out of 20? Is that the...
It's also going to depend, how many math questions are pulling
Versus
from.
history.
Yeah, so.
I didn't even read those. I only read the history ones.
I'm going for, I'd like to get 12 because that's
Okay.
passing, right?
All right.
If I can get 12 out of 20, that's my D minus.
Well, it depends on what you
passing,
consider
CTA
passing.
passing.
Is D minus is not passing anymore? Was that a
I don't
last
think that's a
century thing?
That's not real.
I guess on a technicality, there's going to be like an asterisk.
An
by
asterisk
your
by.
name.
All I know is if I win this, it's going to show up every time I come to your classroom,
you
every
go.
time I
There
show up
you
for
go.
softball.
And
goodness.
so, yes, we are.
Do we have some shout outs,
gonna give
Bradley?
some
I think so.
shout-outs.
I think some people are tuning in and
Really?
want to be mentioned. Let's see if we can get those up on the screen.
And while we're waiting for that, if you see the blurb at the bottom, you're going to send pics to mindgamestxc@burtonacademy.org.
Yes, we'd love to see
we
what
would love to see,
those who
you
are
know-
interacting tomorrow, back in their
Exactly.
classrooms watching the. Hey,
Oh,
Mr.
let's
Enright.
go
All
Burton.
right.
Let's
Why
go
did
Burton.
the Chiefs lose the Super Bowl?
Man, bonus points for getting
They
that one.
ran
right.
out of cash for the refs?
I think so. I
don't
think that
know.
was the problem. I think that's
I'm
what
not quite sure.
the zebras let them down. They're usually on their side.
yeah.
They
but,
couldn't stop the front.
Let's go.
I agree with you, Miss Schrenzel.
Miss Schrenzel, you
There we
tuned
go.
in.
We love
she
it.
tuned in. Thank you so much. Oh man, that just made my night. We had talked earlier today, and she's watching.
And I wanna give a big
she's
shout out
watching a
to-
very important baseball game.
I
want to
give a big shout out to Mr. Schrenzel, who went to high school with me.
Oh, excellent.
Really?
Mr. Schrenzel, I hope you're going to be watching the My Games tomorrow, and
Yeah.
we'll vote #Adrian.
Nah, you don't want that. You don't want that. But
No.
thank you, Mrs. Schrenzel. #Bradley.
No,
That's my
the
brother right
votes-
there.
the votes don't
That
count
is
until
my-
tomorrow.
That is my brother.
Does
That is my
not count.
neighbor. No, that does count.
And
This
it
is not this Pedro.
eliminates.
This is
No,
my
it-
neighbor.
but it doesn't.
No, that
That doesn't count right
Thank
now.
you, Pedro.
I think
And-
that's
but I'll
just
actually need you
tomorrow.
to vote tomorrow.
Tomorrow, right?
Yeah,
I
that's
don't
right.
think
Okay,
it
there
counts
you
until
go.
tomorrow.
But you have it down.
yes.
You know what to do.
Thank you, Mr. Enright. I appreciate that.
Enright.
I'll stop saying bad things about the
Adrian,
Chiefs.
look at
I'm going to
this.
take that back.
Oh.
I'm going to take that
Hold
back.
on, Cowboy.
No. We don't need
He's
to be
wearing
happening. We're
Cowboys.
covering that up. Turning that aside there.
Dr.
Good
Cadet.
call. Wow.
Dr.
All right.
Cadet.
I
But
think
thank you,
have we
Pedro.
fixed our audio problems? All right,
my
and we can
goodness.
go back to
Let's do
Dr.
it.
Cadet.
Did you want your
Pedro,
hat
thank you
back?
for tuning in,
or-
Mrs. Schrenzel.
good?
Enright, I don't know about you, man, but we'll chat tomorrow.
All right, Miss Dr. Cadet, let's go again. Tell the audience, tell us, because we've never seen this before, what are mind games?
Okay, so Mind Games is the latest competition that we have here in the Texas Conference. This is the inaugural year, and we're hoping it will be a smashing success. so that this can continue year after year, just like spelling bee.
Of course it will
So
be.
Mind Games focuses on academics, and we're going to be covering 4 subjects, which are math, science, history, or social studies for high school, and religion and Adventist church history.
Okay.
It's a multi-level competition, just like spelling bee. So we have a competition for elementary, 1 for junior high, and 1 for high school.
And elementary, what grades does that entail?
Thank you for asking. So elementary is grades 3 to 5.
3 to 5. Okay.
Junior high, 6 to 8, and high school is 9 through 12.
Okay. Who picked the questions? How did the questions get arrived at?
So it was really just a team effort in figuring out the questions, and then we had the conference review the questions as well.
Okay.
And the questions are based on Common Core standards, our NAD standards, and TEAC standards, the Texas Education Standards.
Okay. So I've seen Jeopardy on television. Am I going to be watching something that looks anything like that, or is that not even a baseline for me to
Okay,
judge
so
by
that's
tomorrow?
another great question. So, Mind Games actually is multi-formatted. So there's a couple of formats. The first one is like a trivia format. So,
Okay.
If you've ever played Cahoots,
Sure.
it's very similar to Cahoots. The very first rounds. Okay, so it's a 10-round game. Okay, the first 6 rounds look a lot like Cahoots. So
Okay.
the teams, they'll have a device, an iPad. They'll see the questions just like Cahoots, and they'll have multiple choice, and they'll pick it. Depending on how quickly they pick it, they'll get scored and they'll get points based on that.
Yeah, so the faster they pick the correct point or the correct answer, they get more points.
Okay.
Correct. Now, they do have to balance between accuracy and speed, because if they pick the wrong answer, they get no points. and
Okay. So
they
which
don't
is
want
more
that.
important, the accuracy or the speed?
Well, it's a balance.
Okay.
You know, I would say you want to be accurate first,
Okay.
and then you want to be fast, because if you're inaccurate, you don't get any points no matter what.
Very,
So,
very
yeah.
true.
Yep. And then after the first 6 rounds, which are like Cahoots, we have a couple of rounds. Round 7 and round 10 are what we call our confidence rounds.
Okay.
Where if they'll know what the topic of the question is, just like Final Jeopardy. And if a team feels like they're confident, they can risk up to 25% of the points
Oh.
they've banked so far.
Okay.
And it gives teams a chance to catch up, but at the same time, it's just 25%, because we don't want just,
Right. The whole game to
risk
come down to
reward.
that one question.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Exactly. So round 7 and round 10, they get that type of question. Now, round 8 and 9 are very similar to Jeopardy. We will have a team that controls the board up to 4 questions. Just like Jeopardy, we'll have categories, right? And then you'll have different point amounts, and the questions will vary in difficulty based on point amounts. And that's rounds 8 and round 9.
Okay.
Now we have tables here out on the floor, and then we have tables up on the stage. So
Yes.
how does that work?
So the game is played in what we call 2 rounds. We have the preliminary rounds, which is round 1 through round 7. We play that on the floor, okay?
Okay.
Teams are playing for a chance to get to the final round, which is held on the stage, okay? So that's where you want to get to. That's the final 4, okay? It's like, you have the field of 64, okay, if you want to think NCAA. Okay, that's a tournament, but you're trying to get to the final
Final
four,
four.
okay, to get for a chance to the championship.
Okay.
Okay.
Yep.
Makes sense. Hey,
Beautiful.
have you guys seen, you said you'd seen some of them studying here
Yes.
at Burton. What have you seen? And then, Dr. Cadet, I want to ask you, what would be, well, let's go to you first. What is the right way for these teams to have studied for this?
So
event.
the best way to study is to go to the study guide that they can find at mindgamestxc.org.
Okay.
.com.
And
I'm
anybody
sorry,
can,
.com.
.com. Anybody can find it there.
Yeah, they go to that website. It will redirect them. They'll
Let's
get
say that
to
again.
the
mindgamestxc.com.
.com.
Okay.
And it will redirect them to the page with all the information, including the study guides. So they want to start there.
Okay.
Now, not every question will come from the study guide. Some will be general knowledge questions, but there's plenty of the questions that come from that study guide, and all of the questions will be modeled after what's on the study guide. So it's a great place to start.
Okay. So, in addition to the academics, as you say, they're going to be working in teams. So it is
Absolutely.
potential that some members of the team could think the answer is one thing, and other members may think it's something else.
Absolutely.
So not only are we dealing with academics here, but these students are going to have to be challenged and working on their leadership skills and how to operate. Can you give us some more information about that and what we're hoping in terms of developing those leadership skills?
Sure, absolutely. So every team designates the team captain, who may be the one operating the device, or it's the person that's talking to the judges, but that's the person that's representing the team. So so that team captain, is the leader for that team, and they'll have to practice some listening skills to listen to the team members. As a team, you have to communicate together to come to a consensus on an answer. Depending on how teams study, some teams may designate each individual as a content expert. They divide the content up between individuals. So then they have to communicate with each other and decide, hey, who gets the last word? And if a team gets something wrong, everybody's trying their best. How do we come together as a team and be okay
Instead
that
of blaming
we
each
tried
other,
we tried our best, we got it wrong, we're gonna dust ourselves off and move forward. Because at the end of the day, there's going to be a winner, sure, and there's going to be a second place, third place. But at the end of the day, I think it's our students understanding what really matters is coming forward and trying your best.
Yes.
You're not going to be a winner at every single thing, because that's not life. That's not the life that we live, right? When we get to heaven, yes. But for right now, no, right? And we need to learn to be okay with our best.
Sure.
And this is an opportunity for our students to practice some of that, absolutely.
Yeah, and I mean, that's something that certainly Adventist education, Mr. Whitcomb, you can point to that, is not only trying to teach them what's in the books, what's in the textbooks. Although I'm pointing to the last century again. There's no textbooks anymore. But not only that academic knowledge, but that well-rounded human being.
Yeah.
Yes, absolutely.
And this competition is designed to reward that
Absolutely.
and teach that.
Yes, yes.
Yeah. Anybody else got any more questions?
I think you covered it all. Thank you so much, Dr. Cadet.
Yeah,
for
and
being
thank you
here.
for all the time. I know you put in a lot of effort into putting this on. And
We'll see you tomorrow, right? Like,
Yes,
You're-
I
you're
will
somewhere
be
around
here,
here?
and I will be
Okay.
working in the role of the game operator. So
right.
when something glitches on the screen, I'm the guy to blame
We can-
tomorrow.
we can blame you.
So
we'll
you'll
have a
know who
special
to blame.
camera
okay?
that goes straight
on
to
air,
you.
on air,
Yeah.
we'll
Okay,
make sure to
wonderful.
blame you.
You'll see me sweating profusely, trying to figure things out.
It's like the coach's cam
Yes,
during a
that's
football
my
game.
role.
It just
Yeah.
goes to that person who's like, oh.
Yep.
Well, that's our favorite part is
Wonderful.
to make sure to blame you. So thank you for pointing that out.
Absolutely. Thank you guys for having me, and I'm super excited, and I look forward to seeing everybody tomorrow.
All right. Thank you, Dr.
Thank you
Cadet.
so
We'll
much.
see you tomorrow.
See you tomorrow.
All right.
All right, ladies and gentlemen, that was Dr. Cadet, tomorrow's game operator. So
That's right.
I think
wish
we have
he
some more
was more
shout outs.
excited.
We do have some more shout outs. Shout out to Mrs. Lowen.
Hey,
Let's go
for
DCA.
DCA. There we go. There we go.
Great to hear
Let's
from
go
you.
DCA.
Very nice.
Israel Mendez.
The Angels of Knowledge.
Okay,
Angels
so
of
we
Knowledge.
were reviewing the
That's
the
one
team
of our
names
teams.
today.
Uh-huh.
And this is
That's one of our teams
That
that's
is?
participating from the Burton crew.
Oh, well,
Ah, there
that
we
doesn't
go.
count.
All right.
Thank you, Shelley.
That doesn't count.
Thank you.
And if
Ah.
I remember correctly, you can only vote once. So
Yeah, that's
this
right.
is now two people that can no longer vote for.
That's right. And
Brad.
and also
Wonderful.
who don't count because they have to vote tomorrow.
Yeah, that's right.
So
All right. All right.
we want to see all the hashtag Bradleys coming out tonight.
Doctor-
Oh, I agree with you,
Whoa.
Becky.
Dr. Cadet is my hero.
Yes,
All
Dr.
right.
Cadet
Yeah,
should be
you're not
everybody's
alone in
hero.
that
Look,
statement.
he's smiling over there behind us. All
Man.
right.
That is real talent,
What a
Dr.
whiz.
Cadet. Yep,
Very good.
making that happen. All right, so Bradley,
Yes, sir.
not only are we going to be competing tomorrow,
Uh-huh.
and that's going to be fun, and the joy of bragging, which the three of us will love to do with each other if we can win, but the contestants are going to win actual things they can hold in their hand.
Yeah.
Correct? So tell us about that. For the in-person event, what kind of awards will be being handed
For
out?
the in-person event, well, first of all, we have these gorgeous medals. This
And
is the second
naturally-
place.
Naturally, the first and second
this
place.
is actually hefty.
Yeah, that's a good medal.
Um,
And I got the third place over
Yeah,
here.
Okay.
and there is a trophy that will go out to the teams as well that we'll
Much-
have on display.
Much bigger than
tomorrow.
ours.
Yeah. And then not only that, but we are also going to be giving scholarships.
Yep.
From Southwestern.
And that
Adventist
envelope, I think, is
University.
under the table here.
Yeah.
We can show some of these
Very
scholarships.
This is one of the most expensive
Let's
envelopes
point
I've
out
ever
where
held
they're
in my
coming
life.
from again.
Southwestern Adventist University.
One of
and
our
so
sponsors.
First place will get $1,000, second $500, and third $250
Wow.
respectively. And so that's an opportunity.
That's nothing to sneeze at. That's a
No,
lot.
not at all.
Yeah, that's
No
a lot
pressure.
to hand out.
And we brought up during the spelling bee, if you were to participate at an early age and continue winning the spelling bees and then all of these mind games, those scholarships
Yeah,
rack up.
that would add up.
And
Sure.
so that's
So we want to
wonderful,
thank
and so thank
we
you
want to
so
thank
much.
SWAU, yes,
SWAU.
Southwestern Adventist University,
we also,
for that generosity.
Yeah, we'll get back to them as they are going to be passing out some other things as well. But yes, again, we have trophies that will be passed around in perpetuity. And they'll be traveling for schools for 1 year. Whatever winning school.
So the winning school gets to keep it.
They will take that trophy and bring it to their school, and then they will return it upon next year's event. And there will be a plaque that's added to the trophy for the winner each year.
That's awesome. They'll get their name on it, and
so they will be etched in on that trophy.
That's awesome.
For to remember.
And then, in addition to the scholarships from SWAU for the future when they go, I think they're also winning a scholarship at the school they're attending now.
That is correct.
Okay.
So whichever school they are attending, the winners will win a scholarship.
I think it's
$100.
$100. Yes.
And that goes for all of the first place team members.
Okay.
Okay.
All first place team members get the $100.
Yeah, and so that's our awards for the in-person event here
Excellent.
tomorrow.
So we want to encourage you guys who are going to be watching us tomorrow to also participate online. There's going to be a chance for you to play this game with us and with the contestants, and I believe we're handing out prizes for that as well. Is that correct?
All right. And so there's going to be a live game tomorrow. But
which we're going to practice here in just a minute. But
Yes.
tell the audience what they can win if they participate in that live
all right,
game.
so our awards for the online participants, there's a $50, $30, and $20 cash prize
Wow.
for the first, second, and third places tomorrow. There's also medals
The same
that we are
medals.
giving out.
Oh, really?
For the online participants.
We're going to
That's
send those
amazing.
out.
Again, you're
And these are pretty
these
hefty.
Are really nice.
Yeah, they're
same
nice.
qualities?
Now-
I'm getting a thumbs up. Yes, the same kind.
In order to participate, for the elementary, that you have to be an elementary grade level
Mm-hmm.
student, and you
And
will
the same
need
would be
to-
true for junior high and high school.
Right,
Okay.
and so as it moves up,
or
so,
below, correct?
Yes.
So
that
an
is correct.
elementary school student in 5th grade could compete again in the junior
yes,
high
they
tournament.
can
and
compete,
on.
but a junior high could not compete in the
Come on.
elementary. If that
Makes sense.
And
Okay.
campuses are getting ready. They've been contacting us
Excellent.
this last week, and
Excellent.
they're getting ready.
And
to
so
go.
all the participants must have a teacher or parent contact us if they place first, second, or third. You will claim your prize by emailing mindgamestxc@burtonacademy.org.
All right, let's say that one more time. Mind Games TXC
at burtonacademy.org.
Okay.
We'll mention this many times tomorrow as well, so you guys remember. But we will advance the slides at the same pace as the in-house game, even if not all have been answered. But the live stream will conclude at the end of round 6.
Round 6. So as
Okay?
Dr. Cadet was just pointing out, after that round, they do their risk
Yes.
reward, and they're going to move to the stage, and
Yeah.
our online game doesn't continue. We go for only 6
That
rounds.
is correct. And so there will be a QR code to scan when the game launches, and they'll visit play.triviamaker.com. I believe there will be a QR code for you guys to
There's
visit
a QR code on
tomorrow.
the screen, or again, let's repeat that, play.triviamaker.com.
Yeah.
Okay.
And so there you have an example on the screen
There we go.
You will scan that QR code, and I'm actually going to scan this QR code now
And get into it right now.
and get into it just
All
to
right.
kind of preview what this will look like tomorrow. And
Let's
so
see
you
if,
see the game code on the screen. It's 129794. I'm going to connect Brad C.
Let's see if
Join game.
even I can do this.
All right, so
794.
it says the host will launch the game soon. You're going to see this come up tomorrow. I see a PC. It looks like one of our techs in the back, Pedro Strongman Cantu, is participating. We have some others joining.
All right, I've joined the
this as
game.
well.
I think we're going to give this a shot
Yeah,
here.
if we have others join, then there is less likely a chance for me to win. So if we could get this game started, they're doing their own thing, and I don't have control over this.
So tomorrow they'll do what we
looks
just
like-
did, which is put in their first name and last initial, where it says first name, as opposed to the way I did it,
That's
which is
right.
not correct.
And
And
then
then in
they
the
will put
last
their
name field, they're going to put their school initials
and their grade level.
and the grade level. Okay,
That's
so it'll
right.
be first name, last initial in the first
And
name
then
field, school initials, grade
grade
level.
level.
As we can see an example there on the screen, John E., a hypothetical 7th grader from Burton Adventist Academy. All right, the host is going to launch this game soon, and we're going to give this a shot to see if we are smarter than an Adventist school 5th grader.
Are you smarter than an Adventist school 5th grader?
Brad did say he did promise lots of singing.
We are ready, Your Majesty. Let's do it.
Oh, there's a lot of
I
contestants
see
here.
9 participants
This
here.
is
Wow.
not a good
Here we go.
advertisement for AT&T.
Oh, Anders.
Uh-oh.
Hello,
Hey,
sir.
hey, he's on.
All right. What
Okay.
is the
Okay.
I gotcha. What is the term for the likelihood of an event occurring? What is the likelihood? Oh,
That's
no
likely.
pressure.
What is the term for
for
the likelihood of an event
Oh, man.
occurring?
No pressure.
Hey, good luck, y'all. I mean, I'm quick.
No pressure.
I am quick.
So I think I got it right, but I was slower, so I'm probably going to get fewer points. Is that correct? Is
Right.
that how this game works?
Yeah, and I'm being cocky. I think I got it. But we'll,
What did you put? I don't think we're allowed to ask that. I think you have to keep your
mine's
hands
not
on your
loading.
own paper.
Hold
I
on.
probably
Oh, here we go.
picked
You probably picked B, which is the
Probability.
correct answer.
All right.
plus 93. What's up?
Wow. All right. All right.
Oh,
Oh, wow.
Anders.
Oh, wow.
Respect.
I don't know who Hay is, who got in first place.
My internet's a little slower, I think.
All right.
From the Genesis account
Oh.
of creation, what did God say about everything he made after the 6th day?
Don't be nervous.
Is there going to be a multiple choice again? Is it always multiple choice? Well, my phone is struggling now, so
Nope.
that's what's
Here
threw
we
me
go
off.
with the
Yeah,
excuses.
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 I'm going to pretend like I didn't say that on the last question. It was very good.
Oh, Anderson's
D,
looking
it
very
was very
confident over
good.
there. Oh my
Oh,
God.
I moved up to
Oh,
third.
no.
I moved up to third. What's up?
007 has dropped quite a bit.
Which battle is considered the turning point of the American Revolution? The turning point of the American Revolution. Oh no, mine's not reloading.
No.
Oh no.
I'm
no.
out of the game.
Oh no.
Oh.
I'm out of the game. Sorry.
Don't be
My
nervous.
phone has decided to shut down.
Oh man.
I
Looking
will
real-
wait until about 3/4 on the slide, and then I'm going to give my answer verbally.
Oh no. Oh no. Okay, good.
What have we got here?
I thought I saw you hitting the battle.
No,
of
I
Trenton.
got
I was
nothing.
just
My phone
trying
is
to-
my phone is dying. So I'm going to go with D, Battle of Trenton.
You think it's
I think it is D.
well, the Battle of Yorktown's the last one.
Oh, I'm
so
wrong.
Battle-
Saratoga.
Saratoga.
Okay.
Hill was the
Toga.
first one. So yeah.
All right, and so
All right.
that is an
That's how
example
it's gonna work.
Let's
of
see.
how tomorrow is going to play out. And after that, I'm feeling somewhat confident.
You think you
against-
got it now?
I just don't want
I
to
mean,
miss
if we
stuff
stick
in
to that,
public. This
if
is
we stick
not-
to that.
I don't
I'm going to have to get me a device that
Yeah.
works, I think. Otherwise,
Yeah.
I'm going to be in.
Yeah,
hardwire the
Maybe it's a
sucker in.
blessing that literature wasn't a part of it, and so it's not my content area. But yeah, so that's going to be very exciting for our online
Yeah.
games.
And everybody
tomorrow.
can participate. Yeah. So
Yeah.
we want to encourage you to participate yourself. Ask your friends to participate. Put it
Yeah.
on your social
And-
media,
and
and,
if-
make
if
sure
you
that
are
you're connecting to
playing-
all your friends.
Now
If
it is
you
a bit.
end up-
We have a lot of streams.
Yes.
Okay. So if you are playing, Brad, what do we do?
You were going to go to the actual website.
Is it
of
mindgamestxc?
mindgamestxc.com. Okay. And because there is a certain delay that happens if you're watching on Facebook or
Okay,
YouTube.
or YouTube.
And so you're going to be at a disadvantage there. And so, again, you want to be at mindgamestxc.com. And that is going to be your best bet for getting the most points possible.
Gotcha.
Yeah.
All right, Levi, I'm going to come to you next because not only are the participants in-house able to win prizes and the participants online able to win prizes with the game as we just showed an example, but we're also trying to raise money for our participants, some additional cash money. And why is that important? What are we hoping to spur on here? What's the overall goal of this whole competition?
I mean, one of the things that was really nice about Spelling Bee, I thought, was that kids were walking out with cash directly
Yes.
from, people here in-house, people online, and so we get the ability just to reinforce
That speaks to them.
their
yeah.
effort, their time and dedication to academics. We see this, you have the immediate gratification of winning,
Sure.
for sure, but you also have kind of that immediate gratification of participation, which is wonderful. And so this is what we're trying to do today is just add a little bit extra to that pot, a little bit more reinforcement, because again, this is something that we want to build year over year on. And I think that just gives them that little bit extra. I mean, I don't know about you, but when I pay for something, it always tastes better.
Sure.
Right? And so this is just
And when
that
I
thing.
receive payment, it's going to feel better. Absolutely.
Even that much better. So yeah, this is just, I mean, we could hear it in Dr. Cadet's voice as he's getting into this. Like, it sounded like he was ready to coach.
Sure.
I'm like, hey, he's, you know.
But for a child, as an educator, you would know, both of you would know as an educator, it's one thing for us adults to be excited.
Yeah.
But we want the kids to be excited because the point guard on the basketball team is famous at school, right? And they're popular. But we want the kid who's good at spelling or, in this case, math, science.
And it could be the same kid. And
Yes.
so for them to be able
Certainly.
to showcase, you know, all of their talents.
All their different kinds of talents.
So, yeah, it's really exciting. And so we have an opportunity here to get some donations for these players. And so that's going to be really cool to see throughout the day.
And we'll repeat those details tomorrow about how they can donate. It'll be, certainly there'll be a button on the live stream that they'll be able to connect to, or possibly a QR code. We'll give details about that tomorrow. Right now, I want to make sure we highlight the sponsors of this event. We have two main sponsors who we are so thankful for. I don't know if there's going to be a slide coming up about them or not, but even if not, I'm just going to talk directly to the camera, and I want to tell our audience we are so thankful. We've already pointed out Southwestern Adventist University, and we've shown some of their. Do we have some swag that is going to be handed out?
These are some other things that will be given out to the
We
online.
are all alumnus of this institution.
Yeah, we might even give out this bag.
We might even give out the bag, but Southwestern Adventist University is giving out the scholarship money. They have given sponsorship effort in order to be able to put this together and to get this to you on blast.
No,
so
we were all particularly excited about this one.
that is a nice hat.
This
What
is a really
it's
nice
actually-
one.
Yeah, it's
This
That
one
is quality.
this might not actually make it out of the swag bag. This unfortunately may get lost in the process.
That's a quality
You
item
got the
right there.
SWAO Knights
Yeah.
on there. If you
Very,
can't
very
read it, but
quality item. So
yeah, it
we
looks great.
we cannot thank Southwestern Adventist University enough. They're located in Keene, Texas. And we want to, encourage all of our students to attend there, and anybody else who wants to know more about it. SWAU.
And we'll actually have some professors from there tomorrow that will be giving some mini lessons.
Yes.
As well.
They will be
so that's
visiting
gonna
us
be
tomorrow
exciting to
and
see.
going in a deeper dive. We're going to get back to that in a minute as well. Our other main sponsor is the Texas Conference. The Texas Conference of Seventh-day Adventists, your employer directly now. It's your employer as well, but your employer directly, Mr. Whitcomb. And you're the, as you said before, the Associate Superintendent of Education there. The Texas Conference has been instrumental in putting on all of these events, Spelling Bees, this one. And again, we just cannot thank Adventist Education enough. Thank you very much, Texas Conference, for your support of this event.
Yeah.
So both SWAU
you did
and
not have
Texas
to,
Conference.
You did not have to twist Dr. Norris's arm on this one.
I
She was so
believe it.
excited to sponsor this, and as you can imagine, Elton was super excited.
Sure.
Yeah.
Well, we know that Dr.
We saw
Norris,
the love
or
that we've received
sorry.
from them for the spelling bee.
Yep.
Yeah.
And so we know they're just
and
as
we'll
excited.
be seeing Dr. Norris tomorrow. She'll be here on set with us, and we'll be able to see her excitement in person. So let's talk about what time to tune in tomorrow. For all those of you watching tonight, I think we got a slide. We are going to be going on at 8:45.
Yes.
Live and in living color. There we go.
And so this will be
8:45.
the elementary section, the
Well,
portion of
that
the,
begins at 9:30.
Yeah.
We start at 8:45 for the
right,
pregame
the
show.
pregame for the elementary. Yeah.
Pregame for the elementary, and then elementary is going to get going at 9:30,
Perfect.
and then that'll be followed by junior high
Uh-huh.
and high school. I think we have a slide that shows what times those are happening. So if your child is only in the junior high or high school event, otherwise you can tune in and find out after the elementary one finishes. We're going through multiple slides now. This is why we do the practice.
Yeah.
So
All right. So the
there we
junior
go.
high will begin at 11:35.
11:35. Yep.
2:15, and so if you're one of those online competitors from junior high, that would be a great time to tune in, so you could compete.
But the online
on our
participant,
online portion.
if they're low enough in grade
the
level, can
elementary
participate in each one.
Can join in.
And
yeah.
then high school is going to get started at 2:20 and
Yep.
be finished by 5 o'clock. So we're going to be
Yes.
here with you all day for all three of those rounds. We would encourage you to do that as well. We've already talked to you about tomorrow voting for us. Hashtag Adrian. Everybody remember that. And what's going to happen if you win. And then there's also going to be a People's Choice Award. If you put up !join into the chat, you will be entered into a contest, and at the end of each round, at the end of each level, elementary, junior high, high school, we will pick somebody who has put that there, exclamation point join, and they can pick a team that wins an extra $100.
Yes, and so that team will split the $100. Again, all you have to do is put exclamation point join, and that enters you into this competition. It'll be randomly chosen, and you will get to pick a team for them to split this $100
on whatever basis
and,
you want.
Yeah, and so if it's your child or you just think they're doing extraordinarily well. I can't talk, but because I'm so hyped up.
You're
about
excited.
It right now. Yeah, I'm like, who am
He's
I
all amped up. Well, ladies and gentlemen, that's going to pretty much do it for us tonight. Before Bradley gets too excited,
oh man,
we're going to have to go home and take a nap. We will see you back here at 8:45 this morning. It's going to be a blast. The Burton Livestream team is up and ready to go. Mr. Colvin, Mr. Wincombe, thank you very much.
I look forward to wearing my regalia tomorrow. And so, again, we want to thank you guys.
I guess that means we get this one.
I guess we get the dunce cap then.
participating. And thank you for the love. And thank you for supporting Adventist education.
Absolutely.
And academic competition.
All right, well, that's going to do it for our team. We'll see you guys tomorrow. Have a blast.